My name is Orlandina Balan, and I am the Fritter Woman. I'm an educator, motivator, professional bodybuilder. I am the People's Health Coach, here to help you to become your best selves. And this is Muscles and Stilettos.
I am Wonder Woman, a wonder of a woman, a creature so fearfully and wonderfully made that even my creator had to sit back and say, "Whoa, man." An amazing Amazon, protector to all. Hell hath not the fury that I can unleash, should I or my loved ones be scorned. Mother Earth, growing potential thoughts, potential ideas, birthing those ready to be born and those ready to be reborn.
Hey Fit Fam, we're celebrating love right here on Muscles and Stilettos. I've brought my friends and experts to share their wisdom with you. Cheers to a good show. Hey fam, we're here with Nyasia of Peaches on the Beat. Every bride wants to look beautiful on her special day, and she has to know exactly what type of makeup she has to wear and what look she wants. So, we know we can't get a do-over. So this is why we visit our makeup artist. Nyasia, tell us a little about who you are and of your brand.
So my name is Nyasia. My social media is going to be Peaches on the Beat. I've been doing makeup ever since I'm 21 now. I've been doing makeup since I was like 14. I usually do this sort of thing, glam for weddings, proms and stuff like that, but I do a little bit of everything. I like doing a little more artistic stuff too, but this is always fun.
So Nyasia, one of the things that I know, brides either look for two looks. They either want to look super, just natural. Mm-hmm. They want to look like almost as if they don't have makeup on. Mm-hmm. And then you have others that want to be glammed up. How do you know which look works best for that bride?
Well, nowadays I feel like there's actually an in-between called soft glam, which is what I have going on here, where it's like, it doesn't look like she has no makeup on, but it's definitely she has some on. You can see I have like some darkness here, some lashes. Not everybody likes that. Mm-hmm. So it all depends on what the bride specifically wants, like with her face. Like with her, I didn't have to go too dark with the eyebrows because she already has a lot. And I really wanted to put focus on the eyes and, because she has really pretty eyes. So with the softer glam, you try and accentuate the features they already have. And if you want to go full glam, which I'm not against at all, it usually just includes like maybe brighter colors for those brides who are different. I've had brides, wear red lipstick, have smoky eyes, and it's just about balance. So if they want something more dramatic on the eyes, maybe a nude lip or vice versa, nude eyes with a darker lip. But yeah.
So I see here, you and I love how you're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful makeup, and you're just a beautiful young lady. But what looks are trending now?
I would definitely say like the soft glam, like Beyonce's makeup team, they love doing that on her. And it's like, you can see that she has the eyeshadow on, but it's like all in color tones that are close to her skin. And it's like, it gives the glam look, but it's not like, I have a whole lot of makeup on.
Yeah, I've been noticing that a lot of her videos, I see that she almost looks as if she has no makeup.
Right, and then you can really notice the eyes and the lips, I feel like.
Correct, right. Correct.
So that's getting really popular as far as, because full glam has really been a thing for a while, but I think that now people are starting to pull back from that.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. What look should people just let it go, let it rest, just leave it alone already?
Full glam is fun, glitter is fun, but honestly, like a good soft glam, when you find those nudes that are really good for you, I feel like nothing can beat that.
Yeah, so. There was a point where there was a lot of glitter everywhere. I'm like, okay, you're getting married, not, going to a Halloween party, but but if you just have a good balance of it, it'll look beautiful.
Right. It's always just keeping in mind what the bride wants versus, what's going to look good on camera, stuff like that. So you really work with what they want versus what you know.
What has been the most unique request that you've gotten for a bridal look?
Honestly, just I haven't done anything too crazy. I mean, a lot of them do like, cut creases and stuff like that. But I would just say like, bolder makeup is like a little more out of the ordinary for brides because everyone wants that soft glam look.
Okay, because I remember there was a time where everybody's doing that gothic look. Yeah, with the black lipstick. I'm like,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You can do it. You can definitely, there's a way to do it for formal occasions. You just got to have the right person.
So now the bride comes with her squad.
Right.
So how do you create a look for her squad so that they look beautiful and marvelous, but they don't upstage the bride?
So if the bride has like a certain theme going on for her wedding or like there's a color that she's gonna wear, I really try and focus on color palettes. And with the bridesmaids and all that, I would say, like nothing too like flashy, like I said, no glitter, especially if the bride isn't gonna have like a full glam on. You definitely wanna pull that back with the bridesmaids.
Sometimes we have mothers-in-laws, they come in because they're an older generation, so they'll come in with their own color palette. So what do you do to help that older woman or the, another generation come in and kind of blend in? Do you just completely take off the makeup or do you just try to blend it into the look?
So as far as mothers of the bride and the older generation, I would say I go with what they feel comfortable with, and then what's really important is just like showing the client like how every step, so if I'm adding black eyeshadow, I add little by little and then I'll show them, hey, are you comfortable with this, stuff like that. So you're just keeping your client like updated on what you're doing really like helps them.
Oh, that's so good. That is nice because that way it's not just like surprise, like, oh,
right, surprise, you have black lipstick on.
So what are some tips that you have for the brides? What would you say?
I would definitely say hydration. I know everyone says drink water, but seriously, drink water because your skin, you can tell the day of. Ultimately, makeup does end with skincare because you can put on a lot of makeup, but it's just not gonna cover up, texture, stuff like that. So when you take care of your skin, the makeup doesn't need to do as much work.
Oh, I like that. So stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Just have a good, healthy skincare routine. And what would that be? What would you say would be a good skincare routine leading up to your big day?
I mean, I just wouldn't try anything new. I would say even a month prior. Just if you have a routine, stick to that. What works for you works for you. Personally, I keep it simple. I literally just use face wash and Pond's moisturizer. So definitely if you have a routine, just stick to that. That's the biggest thing because when you do switch up, especially with sensitive skin, sometimes
it doesn't react
unexpected stuff happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want that happening a month out.
Yeah.
So Naisha, where can we find you? I know you said you're on Instagram.
Right. So you can book me through Instagram, and also I'm going to be posting looks and stuff there so you can see what I'm about. That's going to be Peaches on the Beat, not T-H-E, Peaches on the Beat, D-A. And that's all one word. And I do, on my business card, I do have a separate number where you can text. I actually just set up the number, so.
Nice.
I know it ends in the word face, so.
Fam, you can definitely look her up on Instagram, Peaches on the Beat. This is our beautiful Naisha and her model. And brides, if you're ready to just have that look that you've been wanting for your dream wedding, definitely look her up. So Fit Fam, we've had a wonderful day of talking about love, talking about weddings. We've had some amazing vendors and we've shared their amazing services with you. We have our wonderful caterer, Tanika's Eat Chef Tanika, because no wedding is complete without the food, the grub, the love. So Chef Tanika, can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Well, folks, I am Tanika of Tanika's Eats Incorporated, as stated by this beautiful woman here, the fitter woman. I actually specialize in Asian, vegan, vegetarian, West Indian, soul, Spanish, and Italian cuisine. I'm self-taught. I have been incorporated for almost 2 years now, been in business almost 5 years, and I'm ready for you on your wedding day.
And I can vouch, rasta pasta. That's all I talk about, that rasta pasta. So Chef Tanika, what are some things that brides or grooms or the couples to be, what should they be thinking of when they're putting together the menu for their special day?
Of course, their favorites, but I would say more or less they should definitely be concerned with the guests that they're having and the type of foods that they like as well, or love, or maybe allergic to. Also, I guess budget is most important, because food is very costly, especially when you have a very large crowd or a very large amount of guests. So those things I feel like are most important.
What do you typically hear from the couples as to what they would like the type of food to be? What do they tend to order?
A lot of times our guests they order ethnic food, soul food mainly, a lot of Spanish cuisine, there's some Italian, there's just variations. Most of the time there's pasta dishes, we have chicken dishes, fish, we offer just so many different varieties. It's really just basically what you want. Anything you want, I can make it.
So now you did speak about budget.
Yes.
That is a big determining factor. what type of food you want to have at your wedding. So if I were to say, okay, a $30 plate, because you see these price points,
right.
A $30 plate, a $60 plate,
right.
$100 plate.
Right.
I'm like, unless the plate is like gilded in gold with the $100 plate, what is the distinguishing factor that gives us that?
Well, basically, if you have a smaller budget, or you're just trying to economize, because you have a lot of people attending your wedding, a $30 plate would consist of most likely a vegetable, I would say chicken choice, maybe a salad or soup or something like that. More closer to like the $60 plates, you have a more premium meat. Maybe we can go into steak, a couple different choices for the sides, or a couple different selections like salmon. Premium, of course, would be lobster, scallops. I mean, things that are more costly, depends on what the guests will like, but you have to really take that all in and know what you want and know what you can do and what you cannot do.
So now when you're looking at the wedding menu, I know we have cocktail hour,
Yes.
we have the main course, and then we have, of course, dessert. So what do you find to be the most important for couples?
I mean, in my experience, I love the cocktail hour. I just feel like it's my intro to be able to start to introduce some of the tasty, delicious cuisine that I have. So I like cocktail hour. For the main course, I mean, it's just as great, if not better. It's just that cocktail hour, I feel like it's a little bit more fun. People are drinking, they're taking pictures, they're talking about the ceremony, they're just so excited and just ready to grab something to eat because they've been waiting all day to eat so they can fit into their outfits. So,
Sucking on air.
Right.
Sucking on air until it's time for cocktail hour. But you know what? I do like cocktail. You're right. Because cocktail hour is like the best. You have your little tapas, and like you said, you're just little bite size, and you get to taste a little bit of everything.
Yes.
You're milling around, you're talking, hey, how you doing? And
Exactly.
oh my God, wasn't her dress beautiful?
Yes.
And didn't they look great? So I agree. What do you think what's your favorite part of the wedding?
As a caterer, chef, or at a personal level?
Okay, we're gonna do both. On a personal level, what's your favorite part of the wedding?
Reception. Getting my sip on and dancing. And taking pictures and finally getting to greet the bride and groom as their first time being together, and just embracing the whole ambiance of love, and it's just a beautiful, I just love it all. But reception, definitely, personal note.
Mm-hmm. And as a chef?
I guess as a chef, it would still be reception because now I get to serve my delicious cuisine and just all your guests. So,
What is your most popular dish?
I'd say the mac and cheese.
Yes, I've had that too. Yes. And tell us why. Why do people love your mac and cheese so much?
I do not know. I do not put crack in there, I promise. I don't, it's rich, it's delish. One thing I can say, I do not cook with salt. I usually use gluten-free products. It's healthy, but it doesn't taste healthy. It's not heavy, and I don't know, just people just like it. I couldn't tell you, but I've heard it's amazing, and I make different types of mac and cheese.
Yes.
But I guess it's one of my favorite dishes on a personal level as well. So maybe I just put my heart and soul into it. I mean, I try to do that with all my food.
No, I think you put your foot in there, but you know, hey, because I've had that too. The foot, whole body jumping there. So now, you know, I know that everybody is, you know, everybody wants to eat well. Everybody's conscientious about their health and weight and things like that.
Yes.
But what are some dishes that you prepare to help accommodate that type of lifestyle? If somebody's vegan or
Well, I mean, I do have a vegan rasta pasta. I do different vegetable dishes. I have like a squash kind of salad that I do. There's different variations. It really depends on what type of food you want or what type of, type of diet that you're following. But I can pretty much do anything. I can follow any type of genre of food style that you want. There's just so many different choices. It's kind of hard to name them all, or just name so many in such a little bit of time. But,
so I was going to ask you this. What has been the most unique request that you've ever had
most
for a food
unique
dish?
request?
You know, like
a young lady wanted me to make jerk chicken stuff with the plantains, and I just never ever did anything like that.
Yes.
But I did it, and I just did it as a test run just to see how it would come out. I was not happy with the presentation. It was good, it tasted good, but it's just the presentation alone, I didn't like it. So I did reach out to her via email and I told her, I said, listen, I did what you asked for of me, but I'm not happy with the presentation. I don't want to represent myself that way.
Correct.
And she changed it.
Okay.
And I was like, thank you so much.
So you're honest, you're open and honest with your clients. So has there ever been a dish where you're like, yeah, no, that's not going to work for a wedding?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I make it work. However, if you want it to work, I make it work, and I can spruce any little thing up and make it look, you know, extravagant. You know, can make it match your fly.
So you can make our plantains look like,
Listen,
just elegant dishes right there.
I can make it look like whatever you want, shapes, flowers, whatever you want. I got you.
So now for you, what is your favorite wedding food? Or you're like the one that you're like, man, if I eat this, I might have to walk forever. What's your favorite dish?
Not a dessert person. I gotta say, I got some steak, some lobster.
Surf and turf.
Yeah, I'm a surf and turf type of woman, you know. Fancy, you know.
So
all those single guys out there, surf and turf.
Oh, look, she's letting y'all know. She's letting you know.
I can cook now. I can cook. We got our own wedding.
So, Chef Tanika, can you tell our folks where they can find you?
Sure. On my direct website is Tanika's Eats and TanikasEatsCatering.com. On Instagram, I am Tanika's _ Eats. And Facebook, I'm Chef Tanika or Tanika's Eats Incorporated.
And you'll find her information on my website as well at thefitterwoman.com, and you'll definitely see it at the end of this show. So, Chef Tanika, did you bring the rasta pasta?
I didn't bring any rasta pasta, sis. I'm sorry. I got you.
I'm gonna have to drop her in that water back there. She gotta go. All right, fam. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Chef Tanika, for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Likewise.
And eating your lovely food.
Thank you.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com.
KeishaGems.com.
Hey fam, so here we are with Ray Gaffney. Now, one of the most important part of a wedding is the photos, or the photos, I should say. We were just speaking and I was like, you know, that's like one of the top 5 is the food, right? Yeah. The open bar, the the DJ, and and after that is the photographers. One of the things that we spoke about was, what is the difference between a photographer and someone that just takes a picture?
I feel like with photography, like it's almost like photographers see what other people don't see, like composition and lighting and different things like that, and where you want to put the subject at and how to frame it. You know, are you going to do rule of thirds? Are you going to do something straight on? Are you going to have a deeper angle? Like it's different. When it comes to just people taking pictures, it's more like a point and shoot type of thing. So you just take a camera, you pick it up and you point. But as photographers, you have to understand, like, lighting is like our biggest thing. That's the biggest component. So when we look at our lighting, you know, we want to make sure too that, you know, the ISO is good, you know, light sensitivity. We want to make sure our f-stop is good. We want to make sure that our shutter speed is exactly where it's supposed to be for the specific moment or time that we're shooting it. So when it comes to photography, I think sometimes a lot of people will think that, oh no, it's actually just a point and shoot type of hobby, but it's not.
What is the difference between, or what's so special about wedding photography, or what sets it apart from photographing other events? Because people spend quite a bulk of their budget in the photography and videos.
Absolutely. Wedding photography is probably, like, if you're looking to actually make a good penny, like a good amount of money, wedding photography would probably be where it's at.
What would you say during a wedding are those special moments?
I would say for weddings, like, you always want to catch the bride getting ready, the groom getting ready. You want to capture candid moments, the guests laughing, smiling. You always want to capture, usually after the wedding is done, like the ceremony, there's that little time frame that you have to take pictures of, you know, the bridal party and the groomsmen, and then you do a little mini photo shoot of, you know, the groom and the bride. So during those times, those are like those specific moments that you have to have. Like in every single wedding, you have to have that, like, specifically. So, and then when you capture it, you're also telling a story. When you're capturing these moments, like, and you get to know the bride and groom a little bit, you're capturing this beautiful love story for them. So when they look back at it, they're like, wow, like, and even if it's 20 years down the line, they'll be like, wow, we were like, you know, we're still in love, or we were so in love, whatever the case may be. But you want to show them this beautiful storyline. Like, that's what you want to do. You want to tell a story. So for me, that's what I try to emphasize in my photography, is to really tell a story in every single wedding. You know,
that's so beautiful.
Yeah,
and you know, especially during the moment, the times that we're in now, I like how you said you're capturing that moment of happiness, the moment of love, the moment of joy, so that when times are tough, because that's what people do, and when during rough times they go back and they look at these photos and say, oh yeah, I remember why we did this. I remember why we got together. I remember why we got married.
Exactly.
And to look at those moments. The name of your company is called Through God's Eyes. And I thought that was just so special. Why?
I would say, okay, so when I had thought about it, I was like, you know, I want to see people the way God sees people. You know, I feel like God sees people, these beautiful creations. You know, we all have a story. He knows everything about us. And, you know, I had always wanted to take pictures telling a story and really capturing the beauty of people in every moment, every aspect, every event, no matter what it is, to really capture like the beauty of that moment, the beauty of that event, whether it's a maternity or whether it's an engagement photo shoot or a birthday and stuff like that. Like I wanted to capture it so that they see, like my clients see the beauty of themselves. Like that's what I really had wanted to. I mean, I've taken pictures and people like, wow, like these are beautiful, like they're amazing, like, and that's probably because they didn't see it how I saw it. So when I show them the picture and they're like, wow, like these are absolutely gorgeous, they sometimes, like when you're not a photographer, you're not a creative, you don't necessarily, you know, see yourself in that way, or you won't see a picture that specific way. So when I personally take pictures, like I always want to show that, like, look, these are, yes, they're beautiful pictures, but look at you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look at you through God's eyes.
Exactly.
I'm like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, how beautiful is that? So beautiful.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I've been asking all my guests this.
Yes.
What's your favorite part of a wedding? And what's your favorite wedding food?
Okay. So favorite part as a photographer or just like being there?
Both.
Okay.
Just as a guest and then as a photographer, what would you say is your favorite part?
As a guest, I'm definitely gonna say reception, like absolutely. But I'm like such a mush sometimes, so I love seeing the ceremony and like the vows. Like I'm like, oh my God, like, why can't this be me?
Exactly
but
me.
Like,
It's my turn.
It's my turn, God. But yeah, but as a photographer, okay. For me, I would probably have to say that my favorite time to capture is really them getting ready. I love getting ready shots, and I love when it's after the ceremony and I just do the bride and groom. Those shots I love because I feel like I can be creative and I can do what I want and move them how I want. When it comes to the actual reception and in the hall and all that stuff, it's a little bit harder because people want to do their own thing. You know, you got to push them out the way when you're trying to like get them with the cake. Like I can't tell you how many times where like I've literally had to push myself through a crowd to get to the bride and groom while they're cutting. Sounds like
you're trying to catch that bouquet. You know, that sounds like that moment people trying to catch, you got to throw them bows.
Exactly. Like literally, like get out the way. Yeah. Like literally, like I had to do that stuff, but I have more control when I'm doing their getting ready shots and I'm doing their own separate photo shoot after the ceremony. So when I have those aspects of control and I can be as creative as I want to be, my favorite part.
Thank you so much, Ray, for joining us. And you've been a ray of sunshine. I'm like, I love it. Can you tell us where we can find you?
So you can find me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, TGE Photography _ for Instagram. And also on Facebook, it's just Through God's Eyes Photography. That's what it is.
And you'll find her information as well on my website at www.thefitterwoman.com. And Ray, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And
me too.
To see everyone through God's eyes, I know all your clients will appreciate that too.
Absolutely.
Just you get to see the pure joy in that.
Yes. And thank you for having me on your show. Like I'm so grateful. Like I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like this is awesome.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We are going through really difficult times right now. The world is almost at a standstill. And oftentimes we feel as if we're never going to come out of this darkness. But understand that all challenges are meant to be overcome. And to understand your inner strength and to understand what God sees in you is far more than you can ever imagine. So that, fam, I know a lot of events are canceled, but love has never been and never will be canceled. Be bigger, be fitter, be stronger. Hold close and be good to you. So fam, today we agree that love conquers all. We also agree that there are others out there ready and willing and waiting to help us to achieve our dreams. Last, we agree that you'll visit thefitterwoman.com to connect with all those wonderful professionals that you saw featured on our episode today. I'd love for you all to share pictures of your special day with me. #thefitterwoman. So as always, be bigger, be fitter, be stronger, be good to you, and see you next time.